What if your everyday life felt like a dream? We're not talking about just visiting the good life. We're talking about living it. Because in 2025, some American cities aren't just surviving the chaos, they're thriving. They're not just offering jobs or houses, they're delivering something truly priceless. Pure joy, delivered daily. Imagine waking up to views that steal your breath, a community that feels like family, and a lifestyle so vibrant every single sunrise feels like it belongs in a blockbuster movie. But where can you actually find that magic? Where can you truly live your dream, not just fantasize about it? Stay with us and make sure you hit that subscribe button for Discover the Nation right now, because we're about to unveil the top 10 most beautiful cities to live in the USA. Some of these are legendary, others will completely shock you, but every single one, they are absolutely breathtaking. Get ready to redefine your idea of home.
Number 10. Laguna Beach, California. Laguna Beach isn't just a beach town, it's a cinematic masterpiece carved into the cliffs of Southern California. Picture winding coastal roads, luxury homes clinging to the rocks, and an ocean that shifts from sapphire to gold at sunset. This city isn't just pretty, it's art. Galleries line the streets, artists paint by the waves, and festivals like Sawdust and Pageant of the Masters make the entire town feel like it lives inside a canvas. But beauty doesn't come cheap. Homes here start well above $1 million. Yet for those who live here, the price buys more than property. It buys peace, community, and prestige. Walk through Hyslop Park, watch dolphins at Main Beach, or sip espresso as the waves crash below. Laguna isn't just a place, it's a mood, a lifestyle, a dream realized. Want more towns like this? Subscribe, because next on the list might just become your new fantasy. Number 9. Naples, Florida. On Florida's Gulf Coast lies one of America's most polished gems, Naples. Think palm-lined streets, luxury shopping, quiet beaches, and neighborhoods so clean they look curated. But don't let the calm fool you. This city is quietly booming. With a strong economy rooted in healthcare, tourism, and finance, Naples offers more than retirees and snowbirds. It's become a go-to destination for families and remote workers looking to trade chaos for calm. The sunsets here? Unmatched. Vibrant orange skies melting into calm, clear waters. And when night falls, the streets of Old Naples come alive with jazz, wine, and soft laughter under string lights. It's not just rich, it's refined. And that's exactly why it's consistently ranked among the happiest and healthiest cities in the country. Beauty, safety, sunshine, Naples has it all. Stick with us and subscribe, because if Naples is your dream, you'll want to see what's next. Number 8. Nashville, Tennessee. Known for country music and honky-tonks, Nashville is now something more, something deeper. It's a southern city reborn. Skyscrapers now pierce the skyline over the Cumberland River. Historic brick buildings have transformed into galleries, tech offices, and buzzing cafes. Modern condos sit beside Victorian homes, and the city's heartbeat? Still music, but also medicine, business, and innovation. The beauty of Nashville isn't just in the skyline or the sunset over Broadway, it's in the rhythm of daily life. Every block pulses with creativity. Murals splash across walls. Live music spills into the streets. There's an energy here, magnetic, constant, and real. Stroll through The Gulch, wander 12 South, catch a show in East Nashville. Every neighborhood offers a new perspective, yet all carry the same charm. Southern warmth wrapped in modern ambition. There's no state income tax, a booming healthcare and tech sector, a culture that welcomes outsiders while preserving its roots. And when you want peace, the rolling hills of Tennessee are just minutes away. Nashville checks every box: beauty, opportunity, soul. It's not just a place to visit, it's a place to stay. This is what happens when tradition meets transformation, when beauty finds a beat. Subscribe to Discover the Nation, because from here on, the list only gets more breathtaking.
Number 7. Boulder, Colorado. At the foot of the Flatirons, where the Rockies begin to rise in sharp, majestic angles, that's where you'll find Boulder. But Boulder isn't just scenic. It's smart, it's balanced, it's alive. Every morning feels like a wellness retreat. You'll see joggers on sunrise trails, cyclists weaving through town, and cafes filled with laptops, books, and open ideas. This is a place where the outdoors isn't a vacation, it's a lifestyle. But beauty here runs deeper than the views. Boulder is one of the most educated cities in the country. The University of Colorado fuels academic brilliance, while startups and green tech companies drive economic innovation. People come here to build and to breathe. You'll find local farmers markets, meditation centers, art galleries, and a zero-waste culture that's decades ahead of other cities. Here, nature and intellect don't compete, they collaborate. Families thrive. Young professionals grow. Retirees hike with friends and sip espresso downtown. And all the while, the Flatirons loom in the background, constant, stunning, and symbolic of everything Boulder stands for. If you've ever imagined a place where health, happiness, and ambition coexist, it's here. Subscribe to Discover the Nation, because Boulder shows us that beauty doesn't shout, it invites.
Number 6. Santa Barbara, California. If you took the Riviera and gave it California's freedom, you'd have Santa Barbara. This city is cinematic. Every block, every breeze, every view feels like a scene out of a dream. Palm trees sway beside Spanish-style villas. The scent of jasmine fills the air. And just beyond the red-tiled roofs, the Pacific Ocean glitters under the sun. But this isn't just a pretty face. Santa Barbara has depth. The University of California campus fuels research and creativity. The city boasts one of the healthiest economies on the coast, powered by tourism, tech, wine, and wellness. And the community? Active, vibrant, and deeply connected to its surroundings. From Montecito's luxury estates to Street Street's charm, there's elegance and ease in equal measure. You can surf in the morning, hike in the afternoon, dine al fresco under string lights at night. Every day feels curated, yet completely effortless. Even its beaches feel exclusive, quiet, clean, and never overcrowded. This is the kind of city where people don't just visit, they fall in love, they stay, they build legacies here. Santa Barbara isn't just wealth, it's warmth. It's not just status, it's soul. Subscribe now to Discover the Nation, because the top 5 cities ahead, they're just as unforgettable, and you don't want to miss what's next. Number 5, Denver, Colorado. Denver is where the skyline meets the Rockies, a frontier city where nature and modern life collide in the best way possible. Here, your morning commute can include a glimpse of snow-capped peaks. Your weekends, spent snowboarding in Breckenridge or paddleboarding on Sloan's Lake. And your nights, watching live music at Red Rocks under a blanket of stars. From Union Station to Cherry Creek, Denver pulses with clean energy, literally and figuratively. Its industries span tech, clean energy, aerospace, and healthcare, making it one of the most economically diverse cities in the West. But this isn't just about opportunity, it's about balance. In Denver, people hike before breakfast, take Zoom calls by mid-morning, and still have time to grab a craft beer with a view. The air is clean, the skies are open, and the possibilities just as wide. Yes, affordability is changing. Prices are rising, and competition is fierce. But those who land here don't look back, because what Denver offers is more than a lifestyle. It's a full-spectrum way of living. Art, grit, ambition, nature, all in one skyline.
Subscribe now to Discover the Nation because Denver is the kind of beautiful that doesn't fade. It evolves.
Number 4. Honolulu, Hawaii. Honolulu isn't just paradise, it's paradise with a pulse. This is where tropical serenity meets urban ambition. You wake up to the sound of waves crashing on the shore. You walk to work under swaying palms and hibiscus blooms. And by sunset, you're watching the sky turn gold over the Pacific, all in a single day. But don't mistake this for a tourist fantasy. Honolulu is more than beaches and luau's. It's a royal city, and a powerful one. Diamond Head rises like a sentinel above neighborhoods buzzing with innovation. Waikiki glitters with nightlife, while downtown pulses with startups, banks, and a deep-rooted local economy. The rhythm of life here is slower, but more intentional. You'll meet surfers who head straight from the ocean to the boardroom, families who've lived here for generations, and tech transplants building a future in paradise. The culture is diverse, spiritual, and rich in tradition, from Chinatown to Kaka'ako. Yes, it's expensive, but you're not just buying a home, you're buying balance. Clean air, walkable neighborhoods, a pace that lets you breathe, and a connection to nature you can't fake. This isn't a vacation, it's a way of life. And for those who get it, Honolulu isn't a destination, it's destiny. Subscribe now because places like this don't just exist, they inspire. Number 3. Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston doesn't just charm, it seduces you. From the moment you arrive, something shifts. You hear the clop of horse-drawn carriages on cobblestone. You see gas lanterns flickering against pastel-painted facades. And you feel the weight of history, alive in every brick and every breeze off the harbor. But Charleston isn't frozen in time, it's rising. Tech startups are blooming in former warehouses. Healthcare systems are expanding. A new generation of entrepreneurs and creatives is blending with centuries of Southern tradition, and the result is magnetic. Spend your mornings on the Battery watching dolphins cut across the bay, your afternoons kayaking around barrier islands or sipping sweet tea beneath moss-covered oaks. And your nights? Fine dining, art walks, rooftop jazz. Charleston is deeply rooted but never rigid. It's romantic, resilient, and shockingly relevant. Folly Beach, Sullivan's Island, Shem Creek, these aren't just getaways. They're extensions of a lifestyle defined by grace and groundedness. In 2025, Charleston is surging in popularity, and it's easy to see why. It's not just beautiful, it's soulful, intentional, real. You don't just move here, you join a story that's still being written. Subscribe to Discover the Nation because the next 2 cities will show you what happens when beauty meets brilliance. And trust us, they're unforgettable.
Number 2. Seattle, Washington. Set between the shimmering waters of Puget Sound and the snow-capped peaks of the Cascade Mountains, Seattle feels like it was carved by nature and fine-tuned by visionaries. This city isn't just a backdrop, it's a masterpiece in motion. Sailboats drift beside glass skyscrapers. Artisan coffee shops buzz beneath the shadow of Amazon's headquarters, and lush, moss-covered trails start right at the edge of downtown, stretching into forests that feel untouched by time. Everywhere you turn in Seattle, you feel a dual energy, old soul and new spark. From the cobblestone charm of Pioneer Square to the innovation pulse of South Lake Union, it's a place where history and high-tech don't compete, they collaborate. Want water views? They're framed by every apartment window. Want wilderness? Drive 45 minutes and you're in Olympic National Park. And if you're after career opportunity, this is ground zero. Microsoft, Amazon, Boeing, University of Washington. Seattle isn't just the job market, it's a launch pad. But beyond work and skyline, Seattle's culture runs deep. This is the birthplace of grunge, indie cinema, global food scenes, and late-night bookstores that never feel empty. Pike Place Market isn't a tourist stop, it's a daily ritual. The city breathes creativity and resilience. Yes, it rains, but even the gray has a glow. That's part of Seattle's charm. Beauty that doesn't need sunshine to shine. Sustainable, smart, unapologetically forward-thinking. Seattle isn't just a beautiful city, It's a city built for what's next. Hit that subscribe button because the #1 city, it's not just stunning, it's the dream fully realized. Number 1, San Diego, California. Here we are, at the summit. San Diego isn't just #1 on this list, it's #1 in lifestyle, climate, scenery, opportunity, and quality of life. Imagine this, you roll out of bed in La Jolla with the ocean breeze drifting through your window. You grab world-class tacos in North Park, go surfing in Pacific Beach by 3 p.m., and watch the sun set over the cliffs of Coronado by evening. This isn't fantasy, it's a regular day in San Diego. Each neighborhood is like its own perfectly crafted city. Point Loma's naval history and harbor views, Sorrento Valley's booming biotech and tech campuses, Mission Hills for peace and prestige, Gaslamp for nightlife and neon, Barrio Logan for soul, murals, and movement. And yet, for all its diversity, San Diego stays effortless. The mood is relaxed, the people are friendly, the pace is perfectly calibrated. It's no surprise the city is exploding with new residents. Families, creatives, scientists, surfers, everyone finds a version of home here. You get LA weather without the LA chaos. You get innovation without burnout. And you get beauty, not just in the beaches, but in the lifestyle. The schools are strong, the crime is low, the economy is expanding in clean tech, healthcare, and global trade. And yet, for all its greatness, San Diego never flaunts it. It simply is. In 2025, San Diego stands as the gold standard, the most beautiful, balanced, and livable city in the United States. So if you've ever dreamed of finding the perfect place where every day feels like a soft breeze and a new beginning, this is it. Subscribe to Discover the Nation right now, because we're not just listing cities, we're uncovering what's possible when place meets purpose.
There you have it, the 10 most beautiful cities to live in the USA this year. From coastal escapes to mountain havens, from sunlit skylines to historic streets, beauty in America wears many faces. But here's the truth. Beauty isn't just found, it's chosen. It's the place that pulls you in, that feels like home the moment you arrive, that offers not just views, but a life. So whether you're chasing your next move, building your dream, or just letting your mind wander, don't do it alone. Subscribe to Discover the Nation, because beauty deserves more than a postcard. It deserves a spotlight, and we're here to give it one, city by city, week after week. This journey is just beginning, and the next place might just be yours.